a drop on a 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten it.
Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, Championship Game. And the Seattle Seahawks taking on Nick Mullins and the New Orleans Saints.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who rewrote Brett Favre's passing records at Southern Miss. It's Nick Mullins.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
26. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run side for the completion.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up second down at the 41-yard line.
On second down now, it's Murray. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
Saints.
Back to throw again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats show him reaching at a top speed of 20 miles an hour. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And they're getting him involved early. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Jordan Brooks. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on third down. Going for it all. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
You gotta be kidding me.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5. At the Saints.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
Demario Davis there on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Brings up second and 5. At the 20.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Will Disley, the intended receiver. Bring up second down.
Chance are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On second down, it's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and we will not see a run back here from Harris. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jaron Reed. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Carson. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Carson busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
They run it with Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
after one. 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Saints 3.
in for it with Carson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the first down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. This is Carson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Nick Mullins now heading out, the subject of our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. High throw, but the catch is made. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. so tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Powering his way forward. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special...
Can't get away, and he's taken down. Alton Robinson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it and brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Carson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Murray.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
10 yards to go.
And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And he'll go down inside the going out of bounds. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And this is incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's 2nd down.
Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
On the delay, here's Carson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
Now Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So that drive spans 13 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He's going to drop this one down for Murray. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Over the middle, complete. That's Murray. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack. Wilson, that one to Swain, complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. first kick 47. This one looks good as well.
Deontay Harris on the return. The Saints take over first.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Jordan Brooks, his second sack of the night.
3 scores down, not even at halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, what half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's Miami Dolphins who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's second down and 10.
56. Mike, 56 right there, 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Here's Wilson to throw on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. On 3rd down, Carson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he'll go at the 25. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half. He's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, and that's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3 yards, all they can muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. This is complete to Michael Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Tenth carry of the game now, Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They go back to Murray on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the delay, this is Murray pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
1st and 10.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D.
They run again with Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd
and he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 20-yard.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Mark 56. Mark 56. Bring it.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Handoff to Chris Carson. DeMario Davis on the tackle.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
David Onyemata brought him down. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
On the carry. He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Draw play. This is Carson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
24, Saints 3.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road. Crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Keeps himself upright, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jordan Brooks in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. It looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Carson, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. David Onyemata there on the tackle. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Call that a gain of 11. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, you know, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? unfinished business because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.